I recently did a video talking about the Jesus test. I believe it was Pastor Gene up in Grants Pass, Oregon, that had first talked about the Jesus test. And so for years I've been using it because it's one of those ways you could hear the voice of God. So the Jesus test goes something like this. You pick two. You tell the person, ask the person if they pick a couple of things. One young man, a Jewish boy, says, how about, he told me, he said, how about if we just pick Buddha? Because people worship Buddha. So I said, okay, do that. So he says, Buddha, do you love me? Nope, I don't hear anything. He goes, well, how about Muhammad? He goes, people worship Muhammad. And I said, go ahead. So he said, Muhammad, do you love me? Nope, don't feel anything. I said, okay. Third one, Jesus Christ, the Lord of Lords, the King of Kings, the great I am. Ask him. And so the young man, he goes, Jesus, and he stops. Then he says again, and he couldn't finish it. Finally, with a tear going down his cheek, he says, Jesus, do you love me? I think he heard something about like this. Let's see here. Yes, as a matter of fact, I do love you. See, I'm not going to come to you in these circumstances, in this way and that. I'm going to come to you in a still small voice. In Kings 19, Elijah, he went looking for me, trying to figure out where I was. I created a big windstorm, tore up the mountain, tore up the rocks. I wasn't in the wind. I created an earthquake. I wasn't in the earthquake. I created a fire. I wasn't in the fire. I was in a still small voice that was speaking to Elijah. That's how I come to people, is in a still small voice. According to John 14:15, it says, if you love me and you keep my commands, I'll give you the comfort of the Spirit of truth. I'm inside. I've been inside. That's my spirit that's residing in you. I'm glad that we're finally having this conversation after all this time. I'm glad you're finally listening. Now you know what my voice sounds like. I will always give you the truth, and I will always give you the truth first. In my word it says, let my yes be yes, let my no be no, anything else is of evil. So I'm going to give you a yes or no. I'm not going to try to make deals with you or put the next song on to make that deal. I'm going to make the deal first. I love you. That's more than likely what people hear. It's that voice that we hear first. It's that voice that tells us the truth first. That's Jesus. He's inside. We're a host of the Holy Ghost. And so Jesus, who lives inside of us, says, I will never leave you nor forsake you. So now that he's inside, you can talk to him. Like he says, yeah, let my yes be yes, let my no be no, anything else is of evil. So he doesn't have to make deals. He just says yes or no. Like I always say, there's no yeah buts. He doesn't say, yeah, but do this. No, yes or no. And the other thing that you're always going to hear is yes, I love you. And you're going to hear it right in the middle. That's the voice of the Lord. Now you can hear him too. Have a wonderful day.